What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol PPSI for Pioneer Power Solutions Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Huge move to the upside on today's session, all punctuated by really solid volume down below. Of course, there was a catalyst that they released there, or launched rather, to use a nice congruent word here. They launched their eBoost EV charging system, okay? So for all intents and purposes, this is a new all-time high based on the amount of volume that was transacted here. There's really no high from past history that would contend with this 1244. So if we can take that out to the upside, we are looking for momentum continuation to the upside, basically a continuation play, only if, and this is always the sort of caveat, right? Only if volume wants to remain on par with what I would say is above average. So we're basically looking for 15 million plus shares per 30-minute bar. If that wants to be the case, then absolutely, we can see momentum continuation. If it's anything less than that, I would be more skeptical about this trade higher. The other reason why I'm already starting to become a little bit more skeptical is because look at what's happening in the after hours. We're currently trading 856 by 860, so somewhere around here, giving back about half the day's worth of gains. So let's just take out the fibs, throw those on, and then we'll flip on the extended hours just to get a real sense of what's going on there. And again, that 850, 853-ish mark where we're trading right now is definitely underneath that 50% mark of the fibs. So for all intents and purposes, the move already is starting to fade to the downside. You really got to be careful if we start trading underneath this 819, 61.8 Fibonacci, because that would dramatically increase the odds that we do work our way back down towards this 557. And as we know, underneath that, there is a large gap in the chart to basically be filled all the way down towards the low to mid threes, okay? So that's not a trade you want to be wrapped up in. This is not something to blindly chase to the long side, but if it wants to give us a respectable setup, then maybe we'll consider it again with that caveat that volume wants to support the move higher down below. So what would that move look like? Let's go ahead and get rid of these fibs now. We'll remove, there it is. And basically what I would watch out for here inside of PPSI for continuation tomorrow would be, okay, first step needs to be we get above this critical area at the 935. You can clearly see that it was support for 1, 2, 3, 4 30-minute sessions back to back to back. So if we can get back above that, it would stand to reason that we could see healthy consolidation continue here. And then again, the breakout continues up and over, I would argue, some of these highs around this 1156. So that would be like maybe my first trigger warning where it's like, okay, starting to be on high alert for a break over yesterday's high, and then up and over that 1244, as we know, puts into play essentially blue sky territories. Again, a little bit concerning the fact that it's already moving lower. So I would be very, very careful here inside of PPSI. Again, I would not blindly long this right out of the gates, expecting a move back to these highs. I would really be patient, wait for the structural setup, and again, really make sure that the volume wants to support the move higher. If you're in already, where's your stop probably going to be? Well, I would not, again, want to see it move underneath that 61.8 Fibonacci, which we had drawn in. If you like using nice structural numbers, $7, anything underneath that, basically anyone who got in on the breakout up and over these prior highs would now be wrong, and it would stand to reason that, again, the gap would start to fill underneath 7. So those are my rough thoughts here inside of PPSI. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.